Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Before I go there though, shout out to Kayla C1. Kayla C1 says, up, 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 so flow, manners and respect. Like a phoenix, we rise. Yes, indeed. Shout out to Kayla C1 this morning. Shout out to Sonia Unstoppable. Nicole Bazaar, thank you for being here. Hope all is well. JJ, thank you for being here. Listen up. Shout out to the people I'm going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning because some people work overnight all night. And then shout out to the people who work multiple jobs because some people work day and night, as I've done in the past. I have the utmost respect for those people because I know exactly what it takes to do that. For work, two full-time jobs, you see, is nothing easy, okay? And I did it. I did it for a number of years. So the people them who are out there doing it, all I say to you, brother and sister, is take care of your health during the process because you might make a little extra money, but you're tearing your body up. And you know that too. So have an end goal or some vision in mind. Don't just be working two jobs just for work two jobs and then dash for your money. Okay? Big up to the people, the entrepreneurs, the stay-at-home moms and pops, the retirees. Shout out to my Uber driver, my Lyft driver, my truck drivers out there on the road. Shout out to TriStars Trucking. Big up yourself. One of the best YouTube channels out there, especially if you are interested in the trucking industry or you just want to see what it's like. Go check out TriStars Trucking. Man, listen, we got a couple of things to talk about this morning, right? We're up early. Give thanks and praises to the Most High. As I can say this morning, I am feeling very healthy. I'm feeling very alive. And I am happy and I am thankful. My health is intact. My family is intact. And my family's health is intact. Health is wealth. That comes first over everything else. So, all praises to the Most High for that. See? We're not doing nothing without God in it. God is in everything for us. We have a couple of things we're going to talk about this morning. And the first thing we're going to talk, not first thing, here are our topics. And you know how I do, I just randomly run through, right? So Kaylan is a 17-year-old female that went out, got into some trouble, got jumped, and ended up in a coma. And there's some update information concerning her. But it's not really about Kaylan this morning so much that I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about a comment that I left on Jamaica Star, where the story was printed, the update was printed. And you know, it's hundreds of people in the comment section. And some people took offense to what was said. So I'm going to hash that out right here. So, okay, I feel away, like Spice said. I feel away. All right. We're going to talk about also the woman with seven children that's seeking help. She's seeking a new home for Christmas. That's the only thing she wants for her and her children. We're just going to go past that real quick. The Bartender. The Bartender is the hottest smoking show right now out of Jamaica. Me now ask Christ, me now ask nobody else. I'm telling you, it's the hottest smoking show out of Jamaica right now. If you have not tuned into it yet, then you're sleeping on yourself. I finally got my chance because the new episodes land on Sundays. Sunday I was sick. I finally got my chance on Monday, yesterday, to sit on the couch with wifey, and we took in the Bartender new episode that just dropped. Me not lie. When Mr. 5 show up with a black eye, I may have said, Shappy, a beat 5. Whoa, this get deep. And there's something I can't discuss it. I can't discuss it with you yet because you haven't seen it yet, and I don't want to be a spoiler. So go and go see it. So on some of these morning thoughts, we can start discussing and talk a little bit about the Bartender. Expressions JA is where you can find them. Go and look on YouTube search engine and type in Expressions JA, or you can just type in Bartender Jamaica series. You're gonna see it. Shout out to Mr. Orville Expressions. Truly a legend. Truly a legend. And I promise myself that I'm going to do. You see, sometimes when your work is great, your work speaks for itself. So you don't really have to contact people and say, please promote this for me, or yo, show people this for me. And he's one of those people. He's known as the dancehall professor. But I'm going to keep it short until I do my homage and also my promo for the bartender. But I will say, I see everybody wishing him happy birthday. So I obviously have missed his birthday. So to a real general, a real king, happy birthday, boss. I know the birthday passed and gone already, but it is recent. So happy birthday or happy belated birthday from SouFLoTV. All right. If you're not start watch the bartender yet, you're late. And by the way, they're in their third season. So you would have to go catch up to season 1. And I'm telling you, when I first discovered it, me and wife discovered it, and we literally binge watched it all because you couldn't turn away from what was gonna happen next. And we literally binge watched it to where we are now. So we are well caught up. See? All right, the hottest thing coming out, and it's on YouTube. So it's not like you have to pay somebody to watch it. See? So go and support that. All right. Let's start out with Trump refusing to sign the COVID-19 relief bill until people get $2,000 each, not the proposed $600 that the last, and not the proposed $600, which is what they're proposing this time. The last one that was given out, a lot of people got it. Some people didn't. It depends on what tax bracket you in and all other kind of something. You might not have gotten it, but majority of people out there probably got the last COVID relief that was released. It was a minimum of $1,200 per person. And I believe also that there were people who got more than $1,200 because it went by social security numbers or bodies in your house that you're responsible for. So for instance, if a woman had 2 children, then I think she could only get for 1. So she would end up with $2,400 in the last COVID relief that they sent out. Or maybe they got $1,200 for each person. I don't know. I heard some people got some big checks. I don't know if they were scamming, but I know the basis was $1,200 per person, starting point. This time, they are proposing that the COVID relief be $600. Now, of course, everybody is saying, not everybody, but a lot of people are saying, $600 for what? What are we going to do with $600? We've been hurting financially for months now. We didn't bring on a pandemic. What are we going to do with $600? What can $600 actually do for us? We don't want no $600. So Donald Trump right now is looking like a savior. It's all tactics. It's all tactics. He's looking like a savior right now because he is saying he's not signing the bill, and he's still president. He is not signing the bill until it is $2,000 per person. Mind you, know, he's the same one that gave out $1,200 per person in the first one. He's not signing it until it's $2,000 per person. Here's the thing. It's all political games, okay? A lot of you live in the United States that are on here right now. Shout out to the people who are not here in the US, but you're tuning in. Big up to my British family. Shout out to everybody in the UK. Shout out to my Canadian family. Shout out to those watching from other parts of Europe like Germany, Sweden, and these kinds of places. Manners and respect and one love. But to the people living in the US, who some part of this money is going to land on your table, a lot of you are saying, what the hell can $600 do? I am saying to you, it's $600 that you never had before. And really and truly, these people don't really owe you anything. And if they want to be dirty, they can make it so that you don't get nothing. So I would have glad for the 600 and just keep it moving. You understand? Trump right now is trying to juxtapose. He's trying to do some kind of move where trying to remind the people. So he's setting himself up for, say, the next election where he might run again. He is trying to remind the people or put it in their minds that he would have been the better choice for president because, see, I would have gave you $2,000. I wouldn't have given you no $600. He calls it a slap in the face of the people. Okay, let's not forget that that bill The COVID-19 relief bill has been sitting there from before election. It was Trump's choice. They keep playing these political games with people, right? It was Trump's choice to not pay attention to the COVID relief bill, second round of the stimulus release, until after the elections. That was his choice. He could have released it, but of course, a lot of people were saying, look, he's going to release it just in time because he wanted people to vote for him. No, he held it hostage, and he was holding it hostage, and he was saying, basically, vote for me, you get the stimulus check. Don't vote for me, you don't get it. That's politics. Every politician comes with something and say, vote for me, you get this. You don't vote for me, you don't get this kind of thing, right? Political games. Somebody says, you're wrong, sir. Me love and respect you, but you're wrong. I love when people say I'm wrong, but they don't elaborate. So if that is for me, Empress D, then please explain what I am wrong about. All right, so we can have a conversation about what I am wrong about. See, it was Nancy who held up the COVID package. Listen, okay. When I say Trump, I think I'm talking to intelligent people. So I'm thinking I'm speaking to people who understand to a certain level already. That, for instance, when we put Trump's name on something, it is because it is Trump's organization. It is his cabinet. It is his party. He's the leader of that party. I am not speaking as in Trump as the man himself does everything, right? Same thing if it was Obama. Them say Obama did this and Obama did that, and it was done under his watch, but it wasn't him that did it. All right, let's keep it 100. See? So we don't need to go in at the Nancy and the who and the Pelosi and the this and the that, because we know who represents what party. And none of them act on their own. They're not allowed to act on their own. They represent an entire party when they act. Okay? Now, it wasn't Pelosi alone that held up that bill. It was Trump that actually said he's not signing the bill. Leave it. Don't pay attention to it until after the elections. Elections gone. Either way or either way, we're not arguing about it because he is skating on a banana peel all the way out the door, and we're happy about that. A lot of us are. I am happy about that, and him gone. But to take his last few minutes that he's scratching the floor, trying not to leave, and stirring up whatever he's stirring up, he comes with this $2,000. Why didn't you give us $2,000 before? You had the chance to do it. You gave us $1,200 instead of $2,000. That's factual. You could have given us $2,000, or are you going to tell me that he couldn't have given us $2,000 like he is proposing now? Because if that's what you're going to tell me, then you're also saying that he has no control over guaranteeing us $2,000 now that he's talking about, right? So I'm giving $1,200 before. Why never give it $2,000 then? And why is he proposing $2,000 now instead of the $600? Licky people who want things for free and all these things, and they're happy for free giveaway. You know, gimme, he's the man. Because I saw the comment sections on social media yesterday, and it was funny how many people were like, yo, I think, can we redo the elections? I'll vote him in. Let's vote him back in. I'll take my vote back. I'll change it. Because he is saying 2,000 instead of 600. So I'll run it down to 500. I said, so for $1,400, you would sell your everything you believe in for $1,400. Now, if you want to be real practical, enough people out there sell themselves for way less than $1,400. That's facts. Some people out there do some things for brains. You're there, babe. Listen up. I don't think they understand where I'm coming from when I say enough people out there sell themselves for way less than $1,400. But me and you have this conversation and we see things, so we know. Some of them will do some gross things for $20 and $40. So $1,400, I think they will even sell their children. What I'm trying to say is stop being licky, okay? Get up and find a way for yourself. There are ways. Yeah, the little money would have good because it's $1,400 or $2,000 that you never had and all these other things. But it is what it is by now. And all he is trying to do is to bolster up and to make the people regret letting him go. Me no have no regrets. I don't regret letting you go, sir. Bye. Bye. Don't bump your foot on the way out the door. Bye. We had enough of your 4 years. Make we see what our next 4 years I gonna bring. Make we get to cost somebody else. I'm sorry, but that's how politics goes. Some people get so emotionally caught up, right? Politics is supposed to be like this. And if politics was really like this, places like Jamaica would be way better. Bring in the people, vote them in based on what they have for you, the people. Vote them in on that. Hold them to that. And if they don't accomplish that, vote them the hell out, vote somebody else in. It will tell the next party that them on the game 1 term. That means they're not playing. So you better accomplish what's on that list, else you're going to be 1 term too. But no, people are so emotionally caught up in the individual and the stardom of the person and all this other stuff. So they vote for all the wrong reasons. And what ends up happening at voting time is people become more concerned about a party and about a political leader than they are concerned about the people on a whole and the country on a whole. I have no regrets. I threw my vote down. It worked this time. On the way out the door. Can't buy me with your $2,000 nothing. And you had a chance to give me $2,000 and you didn't. You gave me 12. Now, so I go? All right. Jamaican Queen says, good morning. Now, if the person who said I was wrong, if she did answer already, me hold my seat. So Teddy Lee Gray says, who thought that the country would have been locked down for until December? Put the $1,200 and now $2,000 in perspective. What kind of perspective? Elaborate now. Explain now. Roderick Shaw says, lick all trash can for $20. Me I tell you, lick all toilet floor for $20. They're doing crazy things for a little bit of money. For a little bit of money. Which tells me that these people will take lives for just a little bit more money. Sometimes money ain't everything. I'm sorry, but sometimes money really is not everything. Sometimes you have to do like what the elders them say and band your belly a little bit. Tighten up some. And I understand some people are really already living on band belly and tighten up. And the money would really help them. So I'm not going to sit up here and play self-righteous and act like, you know, I'm so financially hurting myself that, yo, I would put him in because 2,000 would have saved my life right now. No, I'm not one that's hurting if I don't get it. But I am not of the wealthy class either, so it would be of help to me. I understand that it would be even more help to some people who have absolutely nothing at all and is really now just going from hand to mouth. So I'm not Xing those people out. I'm just trying to show you, though, the political games that they play. They only care about you when they no longer can get what they want to get, and they need you to help them to get it. Once they got you to help them to get what they want to get, you know, notice that's how politicians work. Most politicians function like this. They need you, so they plead to you, and they put up fancy stuff for you, right? You're attracted. You're drawn in. Once they got you, once they got that vote, once they got that presence, once them have your representation, they run off and do whatever it is they want to do, and they give you a bag of excuses, and you accept them. Well, we not accept no excuses. Bye, sir. All right. The president can't put forth a bill. The House put forth a bill, and the Senate chose to take up the Supreme Court. Me never said the president put forth or didn't put forth a bill. I said he was in a position to give us $2,000 before, but he didn't. He was in a position to make that stance before. I never said nothing about president put up a bill. He was in a position to make a stance before where he could have said, instead of $1,200, I am not signing this until each person gets $2,000. He didn't do it. There was no stance put up to get us that much before. That's what I'm saying. And that is what it is. I don't want to go down into the intricate details of, because you know we have Google these days. So it's easy for me to go like this and click and open a new screen and go read up how a bill is put through Congress, whatever, ever, and come back and act real smart. That's not what I'm discussing. All right. Morning, babe. We're there this morning, festive, and I'm feeling good. Teddy Lee Gray says, stay on the topic. $600 ain't nothing. It wasn't their fault for the government lockdown the country for so long. All right, Teddy Gray, this is how I talk. Stay on the topic. I am on the topic, but when I have multiple topics and 1 hour to go, I bounce from topic to topic. After a while, I can only beat one topic for so long. You get the point. I start to say the same thing over and over. So you want me to stick to the $600. I already said what you just said. The $600 isn't that much. A lot of people are saying, what can it do for me? $600 can pay a couple of bills for you and get you to save a $600 that you would have had to pay out your own pocket. Simple. Take it for what it is and keep it moving, right? That's what it is. That's what I'm saying. Of course, and I also said it's not the people's fault. We never create COVID. We didn't bring in no pandemic. If it was up to each and every one of us, I'm sure every person out here would vote no for COVID. But COVID coming in through the shores without us. It's here. And we're in it and we're living through it. It's not our fault. Some people need help. They're stuck in a situation. I get that. I understand that. I'm not disregarding that. But what I'm saying is the person who is now saying he's not signing nothing until everybody gets $2,000. It sounds good. But is it really going to happen? Is it really going to happen? I would be glad if it did happen. But it doesn't look like it's going to happen. One party is making a stance and the other side is making their stance. And this is where we are stuck in the middle like political pawns again. That's all I'm trying to show you. All right. Cheryl Lee says, blessed love, my brother. Merry Christmas to you and the family. Trump is looking something he's going to run in 2024. So he's holding it up to say, oh, I give more money to poor people. Exactly. Exactly. Just like how throughout his presidency, he kept saying he is the least racist person ever. And he has done more for the black community than any person before. Like, that's insulting to our intelligence. For those of us who have some intelligence, that's insulting to our intelligence. But he repeated it so much that even black people started walking around telling me to my face, SouFLo, you don't know what I talk about. He's done more for the black community than ever before. Just literally. Imagine that enough. Black people literally ripped that line straight out of this man's mouth. That he has done more for the black community than any president or anyone ever. And you have the nerve to come repeat that same line to me. So when I say, okay, let's have a discussion. Show me the list of things that he has done for the black community that amounts to more than any has ever done before. Mind you, them cuss me out. Them say all kind of stuff. All I want is facts. I just want the list. Just show me, give me the list and let me go vet the list. Because I'm not just going to take your list. Oh, yeah, when do that? I do that too? Yeah, that too? Jeez, he did a lot. No, I'm not one of those kind of people. Give me the list. Where are you getting your list from? Because obviously it missed me. So give me your list. Let me go vet your list and we can come back and talk. None of them can show any list. They don't have a list to show. They still run with that talk. So because him say it, you run with it. You sound like an idiot. You sound like an idiot. All right? You're drinking the Kool-Aid and you're telling others not to drink the Kool-Aid. Come on, man. Wake up. Wake up. Now, before I go on to my next topic, let me end this one by saying this. Again, now, enough people in them feelings, they're in their feelings because, you see them in them feelings because them want the $2,000. Them want the $2,000, but hear what? Me want the $2,000 too. And I want you to get the $2,000 too. So if it's the last thing him do, yo, me keep it 100. Me don't have no other way else to be. If it's the last thing he does good before he leaves office, because he is going to leave office, if it's the last thing he does is drop a $2,000 for me in the Christmas, yeah, then I can accept that. I will take it. For all the headache you have caused me for the last 4 years, 2 grand is a good parting gift. I will take it. See? But I don't see it working that way. They're set on 600. We'll see how it plays out. And we'll come back and we'll have a talk after it plays out. Tell me how much you get when your check hit. All right? Me see if me qualify, and me tell you how much I get if my check hit. We're going to leave that one there. Now, we already talked about the bartender. I'm saying it again. If you're missing out on the bartender, you're just hurting my feelings right now because I can't discuss it with you. And we can't have like one morning get up about last night episode and them kind of thing there. So go and check out the bartender on YouTube, man. JA Expressions. Please go check out the bartender. All right. Now, let me pull up my phone because we really have to talk about this. Now, while I'm pulling this up, I will say this. I am resigned to the fact that not everybody is going to like everything I say, but I'm a loner. I'm truly a lone wolf. I don't look for friends. I don't keep group. I don't keep company. I'm not begging endorsement. I feel like when your truth is in you or what you hold to be true, if you have a conviction to speak it, then you speak it. And when you speak it, those who gravitate to it will gravitate to it. Who disrespect it will disrespect it, and who walk past it and don't hear a word will just walk past it and don't hear a word. We live in a society now where sometimes you have to speak your truth online. So online has given people the power to be anything they want to be. You could be a superhero from behind your keyboard and from behind your little phone typing board with your 2 thumbs like this, right? You could be a superhero. You could be the richest man in the world. You could be powerful. You can't send up people under their mother without get thumping on your face. You can do anything, right? Online. So I understand that when I leave things online, but may I tell you, I find that every time I comment on anything that has to do with Jamaica, like say, for instance, the Star, the Gleaner, any one of those entities, is a lot of Jamaican people there. Big up to the one them that sees the sense in what I say. But there's a lot of them that really up in them feelings. Yeah. Up under your mother SouFlo, you're irrelevant and this and that. And I don't need you to validate my relevancy. Who are you? Anyhow, Nicole McCoy. For Nicole McCoy, just dropped the donation. Thank you. I appreciate you greatly. Nicole McCoy says, didn't say you said who can't put forth a bill. Was responding to someone. So carry on, and sorry for the misunderstanding. Manners and respect, family, and sorry for the misunderstanding from my end. I thought that was directed at me. And I was just saying that that's not what I am discussing. But you were having a discussion, and I was reading the comments and trying to be more interactive with the people that are commenting. So I'm going to get mixed up a little bit. I'm sorry, I apologize, and we will carry on. All right, blessed. Now, the girl Kailyn, let's walk through the series first. So from what we know, information that has been released by police and eyewitnesses combined, Kaylan, 17 years old, she went out, she got into a fight, she ended up in a coma, right? Okay. Details is that her friend gathered up Kaylan and other friends, brought them with her on some, girl, come, follow me go over the party here because my man ex-girl over there. In other words, she wanted to go to the party to see why him woman show up at the party. Facts, the party was an illegal party. Facts, we are in COVID time and there are restrictions as to where you can be when, and party need permit to keep. Elizabeth Brady, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. Facts, she was 17 and she was out of her house. She was out of place. So, facts, she follow her friend go a party who it was about man. All right. at 17. This is in the wee hours of the morning. We're talking about 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, them hour there in the morning, after midnight hours. All right. So the Jamaica Star posted an update, and the update says that Kaylan has been fitted now with a pacemaker. She's been fitted with a pacemaker. Okay, the pacemaker is a device that is put into the chest. My medical field people help me out. I work with pacemaker people who carry a pacemaker, patients that carry a pacemaker. I have worked with, but I'm not on the inside of what I know what it does. It helps to regulate a heart, helps to regulate the function of the heart, right? Keep it regulated. And the pacemaker is placed under the skin inside of the chest somewhere in there. So me as a therapist, I have to look out for like contraindications of a pacemaker. So I don't do something like put a hot pad over the area where the pacemaker is, or, you know, cryotherapy or some kind of other therapy that is contraindication to someone that carries a pacemaker. All right, she's been fitted with a pacemaker, and they're saying that she's still on a ventilator. I went over there and I read through some of the comments. Now listen to my comment. I'm not gonna tell you. I realize some people don't like truth, but what use is it in you stoning the messenger? If the message is not for you, leave the messenger alone. Make somebody else get the message. Don't be so programmed to shoot the messenger. My comment over there was, I see that most of y'all only function off emotions. Let this be a lesson to you all. When fights start, anything can happen. There are no rules in street fighting. Avoid drama at all costs. No fauna, run off with the mouth, beat up on the chest, and go on loud and disrespectful. Not take no chat from nobody. Even curse the people who are telling you to chill, low it, walk it off, go on home, don't do it. And when you end up like this, you and your family play victim. I feel bad for her. She is young. She made a mistake, like many young people do. And I hope she makes it and pulls through all right in the end. But she contributed to her own current situation. Oh, before you get rude and try to answer my post with disrespect because you hate to be told the truth, don't at me. My don't at me was disregarded. My don't at me was disregarded because a lot of people chose to at me, even though I said don't at me. Lemon is what I'm working with this morning. Lemon. Somebody asked me yesterday and I forgot to answer. So just some lemon. Watch me. What in that did I say was a lie? The people are talking about how I'm insensitive because there's a time and a place for everything, and them not feel like I should have put that comment on that article. I could have said that somewhere else. Okay, that throws me into a mode like this. First of all, you don't dictate to me when I can speak. I don't dictate to anybody else when they can say what. Second of all, which was first to me, is what better time to reiterate the message? Because a lot of you seem to not be getting the message. What better time to reiterate the message? Because what you follow, right? What most people follow is the drama. I prove it every time. Every time I do anything dramatic or every time I post anything that is outlandish, it gets more views than everything else. So the people follow the drama, them follow the mix-up. They love to hear when time you get licked down out the road and you end up, because it's hot story for them. Yo, you know, hear what happened to the girl. Yeah, and they don't realize that they're actually celebrating like this urge, this need to be constantly fed with this kind of a news, right? Everybody want to come on here and, oh, God is good, we wish her all the best. Okay, we do. We all wish her all the best. We do. But when is somebody actually going to tell the hard truth? People are come ask me, oh, so what age were you when you did start the road and all these things? Listen up, I've said this before. Right now, my son is 18. My oldest just turned 18. That youth never been to a street party. He never been to a club party. The brother never been to a house party. Him not go out. Okay? He is not out, and he is definitely not out 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Now, mind you, he's at the age now where him can go spread him wings. But at 17, under my rules, my restrictions, my guidelines, your ass is in the house. No business, no outer road for you at 17 at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, had the 17-year-old not been out in the streets at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, it would not have happened. Because she simply would not have been there. Because she simply would not have been the type of girl to be out in the streets at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. And then I said, you don't see the sense in that? That's the plain, raw truth. You're mad because somebody tell you the truth? How about you take the truth, right? Even though it's bitter, and you pass it on to somebody in a Kayla age group because they're all here in the comment section. And all they know how to tell you is to run up under your mother and climb up high on something and chuck off it. And they say all kinds of stuff. But those are the same people. And that's why I said in my comment, no follow are very disrespectful. You beat up your chest. You act like you're a bull buck and duppy conqueror and you're the only one that can get aggressive and violent. And, you know, you send people, you have to send them and suck out your this and all that. And you disregard the truth. And then you repeat the cycle. And then you and your people them a ball for help later. Help us to do this. Help us to do that. If I can save one, if one can read my comment and look on it and say, you know what? I am that type. Me are the type to tell you about run up on their man and whatever. But guess what? I throw him a talk. Me not no business out the road. Think, what business does a 17-year-old female have out in the streets past midnight, people? Answer me if me I talk foolishness. And I'm surprised because a lot of Jamaicans was like, SouFLo, you're there foreign too long or you grew up too soft because you're this and you're that. And, you know, yo, we are 16 and 15, we are the road and we out. That is your growing up. And I know that people are raised like that. But some of we weren't raised like that. I wasn't raised like that. And I'm thankful to God that I was blessed with proper parenting, so I wasn't raised like that, because God knows what would have happened to me out in the street given my nature. Me probably would have been in all types of things. So it's a failure on the parents' part. And at 17, you have to be held somewhat accountable. If we're going to call you a full-blown adult in a few months, then you must already be acting like one and able to make decisions and handle responsibilities. The weirdness of my people, they say 16 is the legal age of consent, right? And then the girl breed at 16. I see everybody here, rotted she breed. 16-year-old and the girl go breed. The legal age of consent is 16. None of you not picketing, holding up sign, signing no petition, talking to your leaders, your prime minister, and whoever else that makes your laws and say, yo, adjust that. You ride with what's on the books. And I know people are going to say, yes, SouFLo, but it's 16 in England too. And well, guess what? In England, the system is set up a bit different, just like in the US, for instance. A 16-year-old here can breed, right? Have baby. And then with help of family and whatever, she could go work a job that pays way more than any of these people in Jamaica, these teenagers, her age group in Jamaica, where a 16-year-old pregnant in Jamaica is going to find employment good enough to support her and a child. Partner, they have all kinds of stuff here to help them. So we can't compare what they call first world countries to what they call third world countries then, even though I hate the terms, but we can't compare. So we have to work more on preventative measures. You see it? We have to work more upon preventative measures. So the laws are on the books. You sit there and you wait, and then the girl then breed up at 16, and then, or they breed at 15, and they're like, well, the legal age of consent, and she was only a few months away. So you see how the standard starts to drop. She was only a few months away from 16 anyway. Right. So she's 15 and she's pregnant. Who are going to take care of that? And then in some cases now, by the time she's 17, she breed again. By the time she's 19, she breed again. By the time she's 20, 21, she breed again. Which brings me to the story of the woman with 7 children seeking help, and a new home for Christmas is all she wants. And I was saying to myself, because we've had this discussion before, I left my comment over there, people in them feelings. I don't watch them comment here too much, because I am more quicker to help than anybody that is commenting in the comment section. I realize that some people just wake up every day and just look on social media for comments that they don't agree with, so they can find somebody to argue with. Your life must be boring. Go tune into the bartender or something, man. Find time to do something else. See? So they do that. But my comment to that was, somebody needs to tell the truth, the hard truth. When I saw the pictures and the squalor of conditions that this woman has all these children living in, and apparently she's been living like this before she even had children, where was the part of you that said, my condition's rough, me not bring no picnic into this? Where was the part of you that said, this is a sufferation, I'm trying to get out of this, better myself a little bit before me start have baby after baby after baby, because I'm sure babies are a lot of responsibilities. And then I'm sure when the first baby came along, things got way rougher for you. And then the second one came along and it got even more rougher. Then you went 2, then you went 3, then you went 4, then you went, come on, man, come on. And you want to throw bottles and stones at people like me who are trying to open the eyes of the others. Because this person that's doing it is only one person. There are some young girls right now who are about to walk in that same footstep, in those same footsteps. And years from now, we will be reading her story as she is begging for some help to support these 7 children. And then 7 children and multiple different baby daddy, and not one of them not around to help you. You need help. You don't need help with a house. You need help with staying away from pianists. You need help with finding birth control. You need help with taking some parenting classes. You need help with some self-esteem issues. You need help with finding gainful employment, but now you have 7 picnic, and them look like stair steps. So who gonna take care of these picnic while you go work to earn a living? And you want to throw a stone over here because I'm trying to get a next young lady to not walk in those footsteps. You know, I look at my wife yesterday and I said, babe, me not tell my daughter them to go whore out themselves. But there's one thing me I gonna make sure they know, is that broke man don't do it. Okay? Broke man don't do it. And I'm not telling you to go find a man with money. I'm telling you that if you find yourself in a situation where you're going to have to be dependent on man money, then you don't have time for man right now. But you heard what I just said though. If you find yourself in a situation where you have to depend on man for money and to help you with things, then you don't have time for man right now. It's okay to be alone. Don't I say that all the time? It's okay to be alone. Sort out yourself. Sort out yourself so you can stand on your own. Now, sir, what else you want me to tell my daughters? What else would you want me to tell my daughters? Sort out yourself so you can stand on your own. Right now, a female that is well accomplished, that is financially secured, she can go have 3 baby daddy if she want to, and 6 different kids by 3 different men. She can't have 6 picnic by 6 different men if it's her choice. It might not look good to me. It might not look good to you, but our picnic them won't be starving. She won't be dependent on a man. She won't be out here begging for help for somewhere for nice for them lay them head at night, because she has that covered already. She put her priorities in order. She said, I set up myself first because I wasn't born in riches, and the poverty that I went through, I don't want none of my kids them to experience this. You just leg on your womb and just a breed, so I breed, so I breed. So you want me to make it sound real? I breed, so 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 I saw she breed, you know. 7 times. 7 times ain't no mistake. 7 times is a choice. And that's what it is. A lot of them love when time you choose that with them. Don't tell me the truth, man. Just hear them. SouFLo. If you gotta help, just help. If you don't have nothing to give and nothing to say, just don't say nothing. Well, I got a lot to say. I got something to give too, but you're not just gonna take my damn donation without hearing my message that comes with it. Because obviously 7 times over was a choice. So you plan now to come use these children for what? Get whole heap of donations, that's true. Sort out your life through begging and donations. But nobody must tell you the truth. For stop. And the looks of things, it might be on the way. By the looks of things, it might be on the way. And if you're not willing to hear constructive stuff like what I'm telling you, then it is definitely on the way. Unless you tie your tubes them. It's a practice. It's something that you've been doing. It's something that you enjoy doing at this point. Come in and know no woman will breed 7 times straight in squalors and think that that's okay. 1 is good. 1 is good. 2, okay, you're pushing it, but you're good. You get your 2. Tap this up. Sort out your life now. 3, you're gone overboard. 4, you're out in the sea in deep waters and you can't swim. 5, you're drowning. 6, you're looking hopeless. 7, come on, man. And nobody, no tell me nothing. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. If you can't help, just don't say nothing. Okay, well, I won't help. People love when you sugarcoat stuff. I don't have no way to sugarcoat nothing. People love when you sugarcoat stuff and one time you pretend like their atrocities are, oh, just look past that. I will help you. I can't help you without showing you how not to repeat that again. Now, if you want to take my lessons, you can also get me money because I'm all about helping people. But you're not going to take my money and tell me about shut my mouth. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. See? And it's the same thing with Kaylan case. You ever talk to some of these young people? You ever, matter of fact, don't talk to them. Just stand close by when they're talking and listen. That's it. Stand close by when they're talking and listen. If you think I joke me, I make. People on here, me left my comment. One person says, wow, no disrespect, but I believe nobody knows what really happened. We're all going by what was said. Unfortunately, Kaylan can't remember. Remember, this one was not on video like the many other fights. I do not agree that she contributed to this situation. Her friend said, come follow me, go over him yard. He might keep party over there. Him gal over there. The moment she said, yes, come girl, let's go. At this time of the morning, she already knew what it was. I confront, we are going to confront a gal. And I beat, we are going to beat a gal. Let's be realistic. She didn't talk about all. And even if we strip all that away and say she was just going to a party, what she had do a road at 17 them time of the morning there. She willingly went. I don't care what the rest of the story was. Nobody lifted her up. brought her to the party, dropped her off, and said, see a quarantine party a go on, an illegal party a go on. Because you know, say, the place under lockdown, we weren't supposed to be having these parties. The police has already came out and said that this was an illegal party. No permits were issued for the party. The police also said that the boyfriend in question, who the girl went to go see, which girl was at his party, he was the one that was keeping the party. That has been established. We don't need no videotape. So I'm not talk about what happened in the fight. That is why in my comment I said once fight start, anything goes. Listen, if me and you are fighting, please don't think I'm going to measure my punches and be like, no, I'm not gonna lick him so hard because I might hurt him. Let me hit him down here so instead. All right. No, I'm not gonna let me do it on his foot them instead of on him head because I don't want to really hurt. That's not how fight goes. You go out there and you get yourself caught up and you end up in some kind of fight. You might start fighting with one person and then the one person friends decide, oh no, my homie losing the fight, and start stomping you in your head, start stabbing you in your back, start doing all kind of something to you. Now you're in a situation where you can't get yourself out of, really. So for you to say, I do not agree that she contributed, that tells me you're missing the whole point of what I'm saying. You're just looking for somebody on social media to disagree with. I'm glad you picked me. You're looking for somebody on social media to argue with. I'm glad you picked me. Hassel Daniel, manners and respect, and thank you. You can't. Nobody pick up the girl, and I'm hurt about what happened to her. I am. But somebody else said she was young and she made a mistake, and even your kids them could have made the same mistake. You're right. Even my kids could have made the same mistake, but they would have had to sneak out of my house. They would have had to sneak out without me knowing. And it's been established already that her mom knew she was out, past curfew hours, knew where she was at. So this is a lesson to the parents, tighten up on your parenting, as well as this is a lesson to the youth them. And when I say youth, I talk 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, even grown people. Tighten up on yourself. Your decisions have consequences that you will have to pay for. Now, let nobody else boost you up and tell you anything else, and you look cool for 5 minutes. And then you end up paying the price in the end, because all these people will disappear. And you will be facing that on your own. That's what I'm saying now. Nobody can throw no battery in my back. You can't Duracell me up and talk about go SouFLo, go. No, don't go nowhere. I move on my own thought. If it said don't move, I don't move. If it says speak your mind, me speak till my mind done. Ain't nobody boosting me to do nothing that I'm going to regret and be there living in regret for my life, for the rest of my life, because I'm trying to what? Impress you? Trying to be good friends with you? Matter of fact, listen, if my brethren come tell me about, yo, I go around a so-and-so party car, I think, I go on my yard, and I suggest you go on your yard too. Call me later and tell me how it go here. Just like that. Yo, you don't know a real friend of dog, else you'd ride with me now. Hey, it is what it is. And we have to foster that in our children's mind. And we have to put that in our own minds, because you got big grown people out here that are acting under peer pressure, that are doing stupid stuff like they're teenagers. But in this particular case, this is exactly what this was. Come girl, I could go around and so and so. Here some girl around them, ex-girl around them. Let me see where I'm going with, and that's what it was. I don't care about the intricate details of the fight, because when fights start, anything happen. The goal is to not be there so that when anything happened out there, you were not involved because you just simply were not there. You know, when I was younger, way younger, I remember I had a counselor, and the counselor said, y'all young people, you swear you know how to party. And you know, being relatively young, I said to myself, look at this old ass. He's about to, your partying days are done. Now, mind you, this time the man you're probably about in his 40s. See? I mean, I said, if your party day is done, you don't know nothing about no partying. He said, you young people don't know how to party. Right now, you party, you got to worry about curfew. You have to worry about where food I come from. You got to worry about your drinks because you can't go in there and buy a bottle and share for friends because your budget limited. A lot of you know, when you're young and you just start the party, you have to go beg somebody some drinks or stand up next to somebody who have drinks, or you have a one drinks and you have to nurse the one drinks all night because your money not long like that. He said, get your life together, right? Get your life together, set your finances in order. Party will come. And when party comes, it's going to be on a whole different level of partying. You can pop bottles when you party. You can rock out all night when you party because everything is in order, right? Lo and behold, I got to that place in life where I know now exactly what he meant. I can party in safe places because it costs like $200 to go in there. I can party in places where I can buy whatever I want in there because my finances are in order and I'm living a responsible grown adult life. I know how tomorrow set up. I know where my kids are going to be. I know they're under proper care. I know so we have this much time and we're going to rock out tonight. All right. So if I Hennessy I drink, just bring the whole bottle. I know if you go in there with a little plastic cup and nurse my plastic cup all night, baby, you want something to drink? What you want? No, that one that's too expensive. Choose something else. Yeah. All right. 2 hours, I share sip off of one little. I understand now what he meant. Some things we're rushing the youth them to go get involved in and they're just not ready. And that's how you are when you're young. You're rushing yourself to get involved in the unknown because you've glamorized it. In the back of your mind, all your life is like, I can't wait to reach 18. I can't wait to reach 21. And then you reach 21 and you're like, okay, I'm legal now. We can't buy, we can't drink, we can't do this, we can't do that. And then after a while, you're like, God, I wish I was 16 again. Or I wish I was 14 again. All most of you can see is crayons. Yeah, Lady Joy, the Hennessy, the Hennessy dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. But we do it by the bottles. See? So and we're not broke when we do it. And I'm just trying to tell the youth them, say, listen up, you know, if you go sneak and go on no illegal party, follow some laws, rules, and regulations. Sometimes they're set up there to save you, just you, very same you, that's trying to break them and bend them and all these things. It's okay to be a square. It's okay. Really, it's okay to be a square. It's okay to not follow the crowd. It's okay to choose your own path. It's okay to make your own decision them and move on your own accord. It's okay. Now make nobody inveigle you. Brent said adulting sucks. All right, so yeah, it comes with a lot of responsibilities. But if you're prepared as an adult, watch now, she has said adulting sucks, and fair life good. So you can imagine somebody who is saying, who is going through it and has like the bare minimum, like the mother with 7 kids and the squalors that she's living in. I'm not downing the woman. She needs help. She needs serious help. But a lot of them need more help than they're willing to accept because it's not just financial help. You see it? Lady Joy, big up yourself, manners and respect. Thank you so much. I appreciate you greatly. Lady Joy just dropped a donation generously. I appreciate that. Brains over here are talk about adulting sucks. And it does. It does at times. But it's also liberating when you can push your own key in your own door, go into your own place. I don't have to sneak in. You can wait. I don't have to sneak in. I don't have to worry about if me I make too much noise when me come in, or me come in loud, knock over everything, because if it drop and mash up, me can pay feet and buy it back, cause my place. It's a different level of living, right? It's a different level of, now I understand what that counselor was telling me. It's a different level of living. If me drunk when me stagger come in, me go right in on my bed. If I did a little bit too much tonight and I throw up all over the place, nobody now beat me in my face to come clean up. Me wake up when me wake up and clean up my thing and laugh about last night. You see it? If me overdo it, that kind of something that will not encourage the young people and feel about you're 17. So what? SouFLo? So we do it at Jamaica. That's the problem. That's the problem. So we do it at Jamaica. So what? That's the problem. 17, you fit in your house. Nothing on their road past midnight for you at 17. Go and look at some of these recent crime stories. This a youth that get shot up over here, so that the youth get shot up over there, so. And I'm looking at the time frame. He was standing out a road under stoplight or under street light with a group of guys just talking, and he's 16 and is 11 o'clock at night and 12 o'clock at night. In whose house? In whose house? To this day, my grandparents is like this. You're a grown person. I'm a grown man with my own family, and I still can't disrespect their house like that. So you see, when I go to Jamaica, me know say Sunday, if you're in Miss Ruby them house, Sunday is church. So what me do? Because me not doing the church thing, because them church me out my whole life. So I'm either gonna respect that and go to church with her, because I look at it more as spending time with my grandmother than it is now going to church. Cause pastor can't fill up my head again with the foolishness. Me know if I go which part him go. Or if I decide I'm not in for it, me cut from Saturday. But I can't be there and not go. Can't diss the program. Hey. You said, Dino, you know me like that. Jatali and Rude Girl, manners and respect. Big up yourself. Me can't disrespect them place. I can't come in no any hours. Even as a grown man, you can't do it. Can't come in just any hours. So me cut. The last time I was there, my grandmother. So tomorrow is Sunday, no, it's church. We're going with Mr. Grandma. I have to be in Portmore by Saturday evening. So may I leave now? She said, God have mercy, you're leaving now? I said, yes, I have to leave. But I will be back on Monday at church. I don't want to go in. But I understand their rules and their regulations. 17, out of which road? And come back in where? Come on, man. Miss Ruby, I mean, I say one grandson, but Miss Ruby grandson for sure. If Jataniel is calling me by my nickname, then you know she know me for true. So when we do them show here, I try to tell people stuff like this. The world is small. And as you get bigger, the world gets smaller. And there are people out there that are going to know you. So some people can look at you and say, that boy you're lying. Him not come from down so. Him not know nobody name so. Him not live like this. Them dirty over there, them stay so. And so anybody who know my people will know exactly what I'm talking about when we do these kind of shows. So I say stuff not to sit on social media and be self-righteous. I saw a pattern that worked. I was blessed enough to be raised a certain way by some good people. And I just want to pass that on, because I realize that we've moved into a time where the old days and the old teachings are fading with the elders. Nobody now take them time, pass it on again. So we have a new generation of wildness going on. And if this is our future, then the future look bleak. So if you can put the message out and save a 1 and a 2, then why not? Tell me the truth. At 17, would you permit your child to be out in the streets at 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning at 17? And you have no control of their whereabouts. Just answer me in the comment section. I need about 10 answers of a yes or a no. I just want to gauge. Because the amount of people that contacted me and say stuff like, oh, you're there for too long, you know Jamaica run. We have beat road from 16, man, or 15. 17, a big man that, a grown people that. I'm like, what? Which Jamaica we are talking about? See that? No. Nicole Bazaar says no. Roxy Jojo says no. Britnett says no. Miss May says no. Everybody is saying no. So what? See that? No, no, no. Kayla C1 says no. Lady Joy says no. Aurora Mary says, yes, I love your pattern too. I hated the strictness, but I'm a good person because of it. Exactly. We hated it. We hated it. It's not like we liked it, and don't expect them to like it. I will leave, right? I'm going to cut this live because we're at the top of the hour. And the discussion sweet this morning, and I wanted to continue. But I will start to end the video now by saying this. Stop trying to be your children's best friend. Because if your children were trying to be best friends with somebody in your age group, you would think it was a little bit weird. And you would wonder what that adult's motive was for your child, right? Stop trying to be your children's best friend. And some of you don't have no children, or your children are grown and gone, but you're still active in their life, or a niece or a nephew. Stop trying to be them best friend. You're here in their life. Your purpose, your reason is to help to steer them along the right path. They're not going to like it all the time. That's why I tell my kids, I said, go play with your brothers and your sisters. That's why I made sure you have brothers and sisters. Bond with them. Play with them. I want that bond to be so strong that when they grow up and go out into the world, they still remember each other. They still call and check on each other. Don't spend so much time playing with me. I'll play with you, but play with your brothers and your sisters. Stop trying to be their best friend. You don't have to agree to what they say. The rules were the rules when I was growing up, man. Under my roof, this is how it goes. You don't like it, gossa. That's it. And so, oh, so you throw out your picnic in the streets. Well, they can go to a shelter if they choose. And they can see how living in a shelter compares to living in my home. But you're not going to be in my house making rules, and me as the adult going to cower down and be like, okay, you can go out, go on, because I have a child that's going to act unruly if I say no. No, we're going to do some things off camera, and you won't act unruly no more. But with your mad self, you're not setting no rules in my house. You're a certain age, you act a certain way. It's for your own good. The poor girl is laying in a coma. Half of the people that are commenting as if they care, I guarantee you 110% their lives were not a tidbit affected by her situation. So why are you trying to block truth? Why are you trying to block truth? Your life was not a tidbit affected by her situation. All it was for you was something next exciting to talk about. Lord, you know, see what happened to the little girl? She go to the party, them beat her down, bust up her head, stab her in her neck. She unconscious now, she on machine. Next day, more excitement. Yo, the doctor gave her a 1% chance to live. Is not, she don't look like she's gonna make it. These are the excitement that they chase. Watching your tragedy unfold after them boost you up and encourage you and try to silence people who were telling you that 17 don't have no business out a road after certain hours. I'll leave it there. I'll leave it there. I'm not come to be nobody friend. I'm not begging no friend. If you resonate with the message, you resonate with the message. Pass it on. Okay? And try help somebody, because if you save one, you save the whole lot. Human lives are precious. We're so messed up right now. We actually treat human life like it's nothing. We're so desensitized now and so used to death. Morning, Tata. Come here. All right, this means end the video. So Daddy, I got end the video.
Yum yum.
You all right?
Yum.
Yum yum. Say morning.
Supper. Supper.
Seppo. Why your lips so dry?
Yum.
Yum. All right, people. So you already know what it is. We already passed the hour by 9 minutes. Hey, manners and respect. Thank you for being here, and I'll catch you tomorrow morning for sure. I'm feeling really good. I'm up. I'm healthy. I'm thankful for being healthy. I felt like I was gonna die like 2 days ago. Even though, can I finish this video, sir? Please. Okay. Even though some people are like, yeah, that's men when they sick, they whatever. I was really ill. All right. Train. All right. Say bye to the people. Some of them are going off to work right now. So say bye. You gonna say bye? I'm waiting on you to say bye. He's trying to read the comments. Kai thinks he can read, so he's trying to read the comments as they're going up on the side right here. Big up on yourself, manners and respect. All right, Mrs. Tells, big up yourself here. Manners and respect. And for those of you who know me, man, who know me in a real life, you must be a good person if you know me and I call me Dino. So one day in life we'll link up if God spare life, yes? And as usual, we are here trying to spread good words and upful vibrations because that's where we come from, don't it? All right. Bless upon yourself. One love. And I'll catch you on the next morning thoughts tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. All right? One love. Peace. Jatali and Rugal. Yes, indeed. Peace. Peace. 2. But it's also peace. 3. 4. 5. 5. 5. That's 5. All right, let's say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. We're going bye-bye.